What's going on? Um, I'm in Water Bay. Yesterday's question, it's been 24 hours now. No one has answered it. So the question was, how do you avoid giving the court jurisdiction? Um, Considering the courts never really have jurisdiction, they assume jurisdiction through our ignorance of law and our silence, and especially we go up in there and we're using their names and we're calling ourselves uh, black and African American, these type of things. We made contracts with them doing so, like the Social Security card, driver's license, stuff like that. And just to get y'all to know, if you're a so-called black person, your middle two numbers of your social security number would be even numbers, and that's how they know who you is, and that's how they categorize you. In the Europeans, you got odd numbers. So if you got like this, say your social security number 324449186 some shit. The middle numbers 44 would be even, and all the black people got even numbers. I run across maybe one that didn't, but majority of them do. And other than that, okay, now the the because we don't know who he is, and we haven't, and we're still not following the principles of our forefathers, and we're not claiming our nationality. Instead, we're going to talk about we racist and stuff. The court is assuming the jurisdiction, and they just moving on us. But actually, everybody is entitled to due process of law, and due process is basically first is status, and then you got jurisdiction, and then you have adjudication. Status shows who you are. The jurisdiction and status determines whether or not the court have jurisdiction. And if the court establishes jurisdiction, then you move to step three, which is adjudication. That's when they start passing out fines or either locking us up. So what we have to do in court is present the we'll have the anyone who have anyone who's stating to have a claim in the matter, we have to have them put their status on the record, and that's what we're dealing with. We're dealing with status. So before anything moves, we're gonna deal with we're gonna deal with status first, and we're in there on the wrong status. We're in there claiming to be African Americans, black people, names, Smiths, Jones, Johnsons, and the name that was given or forced upon our ancestors, and we're still using these names. And actually, our parents gave us these names when we was a little kid, so that's a contract that they invented, which is no longer really what's the word? It don't work no more. It the contract don't really have no force or no power because we didn't enter into the contract. Once we became a certain age, we were supposed to claim our status and make our way into society, but we never do that. So them people, they do it for you, and they use you as being. That's what we call minorities. People think minority mean you black and it's lesser y'all, but actually minority is just stating that you're a minor. You're a minor. You act like a kid. You're still a kid. You're still living in the thought process. You know what I'm saying? In the thought, your mind still working like a kid. So you're not, able to. You're not able to handle yourself in, international affairs and business and commerce. Period. So sticking back to what it is. So that's the reason why when you go to court or whatever, they you can't go in there and just start telling them these things I'm telling you because they're not going to hear you. So, which leads back to the question, which was how do you get the courts to recognize you and to prevent them from getting jurisdiction? And it's all about the way you present yourself in court. When you get an attorney basically is saying that you're not competent to handle your own affairs. Therefore, you're a minority, you're a minor. And then they have to assume jurisdiction over you, and then they move on you. They skip status, they skip jurisdiction, and then they jump straight to adjudication and they start locking us up. So, to be recognized by the court, you have to be in your proper person. So, the answer to yesterday's question is propria persona. So you have to be in propria persona. PROPRIA, and the persona is PERSONA, and that is, and we are the more indigenous people to this land and to the earth. So we hold the highest status here in this land. No one holds the highest status than us. The judges and all the other people all swore oath to the bar associations, and they swore oath to the Queen of England. They working for the Romans, like I'm telling y'all about, the ones that's running the world, the whole Illuminati people. You know what I'm saying? So, um, you know, they ain't know nothing. To be your proper person, you have to basically be in propria persona. This is our land. We hold the highest status here in this land. So no one can judge us or do anything to us, or they're on our land. You know what I'm saying? They're operating on our land but they're based in, like we said earlier on questions, in like three city states: Washington D.C., the Vatican City, and London. Um, you know, but again, the answer is propria persona. Hope you learned something. If not, oh well, peace.